Digital transformation in 2025 is loud. AI tools promise to automate everything. Vendors pitch revolutionary software every week. It's overwhelming, and you are not alone if you feel stuck. Most businesses want to automate something, or finally try AI. But here's the truth: you can't automate what you don't fully understand. If your process is broken, tech just locks in the chaos. That's why 70% of digital transformation projects fail. They skip the foundation and go straight to the tools. This video is a practical guide for medium-sized businesses, a step-by-step framework to improve operations, introduce automation, and use AI in ways that actually work. And here's the difference. I'll give you specific action items at each step, so you know exactly how to start digitizing your business today. And to make it easier, I have also put together a free worksheet you can download to map and track your progress. The link is in the description. Now, let's get into it. Step 1. Make every step visible. Start with one frustrating process: sales follows up, expense approvals, or onboarding. Just pick one. Now, break it down. Write every step from start to finish. Who does what triggers the next step, and where it gets stuck. Don't fix anything yet, just map what's actually happening. This part isn't comfortable because it reveals inefficiency we learn to work around. But until everything is visible, it can be improved, digitized, or automated. So, this week, pick one clunky process and write down every single step. No fixing, just mapping. Step 2. Quantify the chaos. Once the process is visible, measure it. Not just how it works, but how much it costs. How often does this process happen? How many people are involved? How much time does it take each week? If 2 employees each spend 8 hours a week chasing approvals, that's over 800 hours a year. At an average fully loaded cost of $45 per hour, that's more than $35,000 wasted on a single workflow. And that's just the surface. Look deeper. How many handoffs are involved? How often does something get delayed? How many errors require rework? At a hidden cost. Lost opportunities, customer frustration, employee burnout. Once you mapped out the steps, add rough time estimates. Multiply them across a year, and the true cost of that small inefficiency becomes impossible to ignore. Step 3. Define the ideal outcome. Now, reimagine the process. In the ideal version, employees move smoothly through their tasks. Customers receive timely, personalized responses, and leadership has real-time visibility. Information appears when it's needed, approvals flow automatically, and decisions happen faster. Here is a key question. If you build this process from scratch today, how would you design it? Don't digitize the old way of working. Design the version that makes sense now. To make it tangible, take a moment to actually write down your ideal version. Just one paragraph describing how this process will run if it worked perfectly. Step 4. Simplify before you digitize. Digitalization doesn't solve complexity, it amplifies it. So simplify first. Combine duplicate steps. Remove approvals that add no value, and standardize decisions with if-then rules. Here is an example. One mid-sized services company had a 7-step onboarding approval process. Sales, legal, finance, and operations all signed it off over email, with delays at every stage. By centralizing the checklist and standardizing approvals, they cut it down to 3 sign-offs: sales, legal, and a final review. Everything else became automated updates. The result, onboarding dropped from 2 weeks to 3 days, with no loss of quality control. That's the difference between digitizing and optimizing. Digitizing puts your messy process online. Optimizing redesigns it to run better and then digitizes it. So, go back to your process map and start crossing things out. Merge duplicates, cut approvals that don't add value, and turn vague judgment calls into clear rules. Step 5. Add smart automation. Once your process is simplified, add automation. Start with recurrent tasks that follow clear rules. logging inquiries, sending reminders, categorizing expenses, or triggering updates from submissions. AI can take this even further. For example, scanning support tickets. AI routes simple ones automatically and flags complex cases for human review. This human-in-the-loop model ensures accuracy while saving time. Even a small automations adds up. A 10-minute task done 5 times a week is 260 times a year. At $45 per hour, that's more than $11,000 saved annually from one automation that might take just 2 hours to set up. So don't start by automating everything. Start with one repetitive task, prove it works on a small scale, and then expand. Step 6. Create AI agents. Once automation is in place, you can add AI agents, digital specialists for specific jobs. They handle tasks like resume screening, customer inquiry triage, prospect research, contract data extraction, or project reporting. Here's a case study. Build360, a construction service firm, cut reporting time by 90%. Instead of 30 minutes writing updates manually, their AI agent turned project info and photos into polished reports in just 2 to 3 minutes. The formula is simple. Pick a repetitive, high-volume task, apply AI for speed and consistency, and keep humans in the loop for exceptions. So look for one repetitive, information-heavy task in your business and test an AI agent on it. Let AI handle the draft while your team reviews the results. Step 7. Build, launch, and scale. By now, you have simplified, automated, and identified AI opportunities. Now it's time to build. Start small. Turn one improved process into an app. Glide makes it easy to transform a spreadsheet into a working tool with forms, dashboards, and workflows. Get it into your team's hands quickly. Collect feedback and iterate. Real-world use shows you what matters. As adoption grows, scale it. Add more automation, layering AI, connect to your other systems. Momentum builds fast. One tool leads to another. Over time, you'll have an entire ecosystem of lightweight, connected apps that run your operations efficiently. That's how medium-sized businesses win with digitalization. Start small, prove value, and scale step by step. So take that simplified process and turn it into a Glide app. Share with your team, gather feedback, and improve it together. Now, here are the common pitfalls to avoid. Automating broken processes. Shopping for tools before mapping workflows. Overcomplicating when simplicity works better. Trying to digitize everything at once. Avoid these, and you will avoid the 70% of the projects that fail. And here is how to start without overthinking today. Write down 3 operational headaches, pick the simplest one, map the steps, and test it in Glide. Even a basic app will give your team a clearer, faster way to work. And if you need help, Glide University has tutorials, or you can connect with a Glide expert to build alongside you. The key is to start small, start visible, and start today. Let's quickly recap your digitalization action plan. Step 1. Make every step visible. Write down each step of one clunky process. Step 2. Quantify the chaos. Add time estimates and calculate the annual cost. Step 3. Define the ideal outcome. Write one paragraph on how it should work. Step 4. Simplify before digitizing. Merge, cut, and clarify steps. Step 5. Add smart automation. Automate one repetitive task and test small. Step 6. Create AI agents. Let AI draft repetitive, info-heavy tasks. Step 7. Build, launch, and scale. Turn one process into a Glide app and share it. Pick one of these actions this week. Put it into practice, and you will already be moving your business towards clarity and efficiency. To make it even easier, I have created a free worksheet you can download. It walks you through each of these 7 steps with space to map, measure, and plan your own process. The link is in the description. Digitalization isn't about chasing shiny tools. It's about simplifying your processes and applying the right tech step by step. Start small, prove value, and scale from there. Subscribe for more practical guides on building smarter businesses with no code and AI, and I'll see you in the next one.